Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm going to break apart an entire cake, and what I thought is might as well make a video of it. Today what we're going to be doing is breaking up a Puer cake. This is the Jiamutang Chen Yuan Hao 2007. We call this the cooked plum because of the plum flower design, but in Chinese it's Ao Gu Shen Xiang. This is talking about the amazing fragrance. Some sort of reference in Buddhism, I'm not exactly sure. Now, there's only a few remaining fully intact cakes, so if you guys want to get one of those, be sure and order that soon. Okay, so now I'm going to just unwrap it. I've got this plate here so I can catch extra crumbs and anything that drops. Here's the unwrapped cake. This is 357 grams of tea. It's a weird number, I know, but... And now I'm going to be using this tool here. This is a Puer knife. It's not a really super awesome one or anything, but it will do the job. But it also is slightly dangerous. So whenever I'm doing this, I want to make sure I'm pointing the sharp end away from myself. I have stabbed myself with a Puer knife, and it's no fun. And you don't want to bleed on your Puer. And I'm going to basically go around the outside edges here to loosen up the leaf. The idea behind this is that we want to keep the leaf intact. These are whole tea leaves that were pressed into the Puer cake. And if you've seen some of my other Puer videos, recently the theme is don't be intimidated by a Puer cake. It's just pressed tea. It's just tea pressed into this shape. So it's really just loose leaf tea. And so part of the reason why I thought maybe I should make a video where I break up a cake, because then people could see that yes, indeed, it's just loose leaf tea. You know, one of the things that was suggested to me when you get a cake and you want to drink that cake, see that piece of paper there? That's called the nei fei. That's the inner ticket it's referred to, and that is designed to create a degree of authenticity so that we know that the cake, I guess apparently there's a lot of counterfeiting that goes on with Puer cakes. So I don't know if I made that last point clear or not before I got distracted by the nei fei, but one thing that was recommended to me was to break open the cake that you want to drink, go ahead and break it open all the way, and then you can store that in clay or even a paper bag, and it will let the leaf, see, these are layered. There's kind of different, as you go through the different layers. A lot of times they put the prettiest leaf on the outside, and then this is the idea behind this type of cake. It's a chizibing, which is the 7 suns cake, they call it, but it's basically understood that it's a blend. That's another good reason to break it up before drinking, because then you won't just drink from the edges necessarily and then work your way inward. You'll get a fuller sense of what the full blend is. One thing that is a little bit challenging is if a cake is pressed really tightly. With this inner ticket, you know, that is a piece of paper that was pressed into the tea. So sometimes you'll have a little paper residue left behind there after you remove that. Sometimes they're really hard to remove. Good. This is a really earthy cake. This cake is quite a nice drinking cake. It's from 2007, so it's got some age. And with cooked Puer, especially really clean cooked Puer like this, in order to form this shape, the tea is steamed, so it's kind of damp, and then it's wrapped in a bag. What happens is the tea goes down in the bag, and then they twirl it up, so the leftover part of the bag gets pressed into the cake itself to form that shape, and that's why it has that hole type of little notch in the bottom of a cake there. But that's the area that is usually the most densely packed together. So with that paper there I'll try my best to remove as much as I can. There's the leaf itself. That's what it looks like. So here we have the broken up Puer cake. Even like if it's a chunk like this, or say like something like this is a suitable size to brew. So that's 4.63 grams. This one, this larger one, that's 10.72 grams. So that's too big to brew. All right, right here. So that's 4.99 grams of tea. Let's go ahead and use the brew set. Hamish Jackson, he's a visiting resident potter at the Pleasant Hill kiln here, just outside of Eugene. So you can see the cake as it comes is nothing but pressed tea leaves. So with a little bit of breaking and you have the loose leaf tea. So it's really no sweat. Puer. So let's go ahead and give this tea a try here. Very earthy, smooth, fungal. Oh, it's so nice. It's got the rich, smooth fungal note. It's very different a flavor than you'd expect by looking at it. It's just so smooth. And it's so comforting. It's like a huge quilt. Like a duvet. It's this beautiful tea. Really nice. That's lovely. And now I got a few different teas going here on the tea bar. So that way when people stop in and I can, really quickly introduce them to new tea. Just try like, oh, do you want to try some of this cooked puer? Do you want to try some of this oolong we're roasting in the tea shop right now? We got a few good things going.